going on, y'all? It's Big Shirley got the glaze. Glaze got the clack. We in the front. We not never in the back. Today we out here hanging and slanging. You feel me? Y'all see what I'm wearing. I got my boy Tylo here today. What's going on, Tylo?
Hey, neighborhood.
What's going on?
What
You
it
feel
do?
me? I see you got the streets glazing with the Crenshaw By Nature.
Yeah, we out here.
Yep.
We putting in the. We running our own marathon.
Yeah, y'all putting yourself on the map.
Yes,
period.
we are. Yes, we are.
I'm glad you're here.
Oh man, we appreciate
You made some
you.
time for me.
Oh, of course, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
You fam bam. You know
Period.
what's up. You know what's up.
Before we get started, I need you to tell the people who don't or is not familiar with you what's your Instagram and what's going on with you and all this business.
Hey y'all, they call me Tylo Tiny Amp.
Period.
From the Crenshaw district. My Instagram is Tylo_Tiny Amp, and you can follow us at Crenshaw By Nature. And shit, that's just all my handles.
Period.
Yeah, period.
Period.
Google me.
Yeah, that's all you gotta say.
Google me.
You out here putting yourself on the map. Not only are you got your own logos and you're an entrepreneur, but you in the music game. You got some history with some real peoples.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of folks.
A lot of folks like who? Tell us some people you worked with.
Snoop.
Shout out to Uncle Snoop.
I opened up for 2 Chainz.
Okay.
I worked with. I got a song with Corrupt and Dash that's out right now. We just did 1 million on YouTube.
Yeah. That's actually how we actually really came across each other, doing a music video with Dash. Shout out to Dash.
Yeah. And I mean, I worked with various artists from Eric Sermon all the way up to. I was with Nip when they was recording Victory Lap, some of the sessions.
Yeah.
At Paramount.
Shout out to my boy Nip. Y'all already know what it is. It's all money in. Period. Y'all see him behind us.
Then I mean, you know, I did songs with all my homeboys.
Yeah.
Which they my biggest. I'm their biggest fan.
How you get into the game as far as like music? You know, we know you from the Crenshaw district. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
how did you transform from being that and going to an entrepreneur and working your way through music? How was that?
When I started, it was always about music.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, the music and the streets they coincide with each other. So it wasn't, what I'm saying, something that you had to transition from as far as music to.
That's
as
crazy
far as
because that's the truth.
Yeah,
the streets and music, it collabs. It really do.
Run hand in hand. And as far as being an entrepreneur, it's in music you have to, like, if you listen to my song, right,
Mm-hmm.
you may forget about me in 3 to 5 minutes. But if I sell you a T-shirt, every time you put on that T-shirt, you're gonna think about me.
You don't know who you was.
You're gonna wonder about what am I doing? You're gonna have something to say, I know him, something to be identified with. And,
Yeah.
It's funny because that's what Adam and Sam had told me a long time ago when I first came home from prison.
Yeah. So how was that? Doing prison time and trying to come home and transition yourself to working for yourself and not working for nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Finding your way.
It really was more of a setback because, see, in 2004, I had a song on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, it was the only transition was from no social media to social media. And that's the only thing that was kind of, I would say, foreign to me.
Yeah, I was about to say, was that hard transitioning from, doing time in prison and coming to the streets and having to catch on to what's right now?
Well, in prison, I had everything, shit. I ain't gonna lie, I had foes, I had all type of shit in prison.
Right, so
Matter
you
of
was
fact,
already caught up.
I recorded 8 songs in prison.
Okay.
Like,
You was
for
working.
real. I was working. Like, once I left, I started on level 4. I went to prison in 2004, 2005
Okay.
for attempted murder on a police officer. I was a victim of what would you call it? Racial profiling.
Okay.
Another black, in the hood.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have no money like that to really get a defense team.
Yeah.
And so you have an ex-con and you have a sworn police officer, saying what he's saying. So it's kind of like.
It was like your word against his.
Right. So it's like, take this 13 years or take this 51 in life, because I was facing 51 in life.
So you took that deal.
Yeah, I took a deal for 13.
And
With
you did your
85%.
time and you came home and you doing your thing and you showing people that it is possible.
Very possible. It's just all about what you put your mind to. And when I was in prison, I didn't take what they, them hot meds and shit like that. I wasn't depressed or none of that. So, you just
came home with a clear mind.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
what advice do you have for certain men out here that's doing time in prison, and that's trying to come home. And I know it's hard to get a job. I know it's hard to do things the way that certain people feel like it's supposed to be done.
Right.
So,
Right.
you came home and you made your name for yourself
Right.
on your own,
Right.
in your way, your rules. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I try. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm still working. It's like I feel like I was in prison for so long that I have so far to go.
Okay.
That a lot of time I don't even acknowledge any of my accomplishments. So when people ask me, I'm kind of stuttered with
Right.
confused because it's like, what? I ain't.
You ain't
did
there
nothing.
yet. Yeah.
I ain't. I haven't
You
even.
your worst critic.
Exactly. I haven't even started the trail that I know that's hard. But when you're in prison,
So
everything
what can you
is.
sit here and tell Big Shirley was your biggest accomplishment? Because you done did some things and you out here, and Crenshaw by Nature is familiar to a lot of people. So what would you say is your biggest accomplishment? From now to then, and from then to now. You can't say one. You can't do yourself like that.
Wow.
Yeah, where is that?
I don't. My biggest accomplishment. Okay.
Yeah, where is that?
That's kind of hard. I bullshit you not. I can talk about the things I've done.
Right.
But okay,
Ain't no tops.
I performed at the. No, you know what's tops?
Ain't no
I
tops.
bullshit you not. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I performed with my nigga Nip
Okay.
at the West Coast Fest out there in Ontario.
Okay.
And the Dog Pound brought me out, and that was my first big stage ever. Like
that was your moment where you feel like I'm here. I did it.
I'm coming. I'm not I did it, but I'm on my way. The door is finally, instead of me kicking, the door is finally cracked.
Yeah.
And when Nip came through, he had missed the performance. He like, bro, damn, I missed the performance. I'm like, don't trip. We got so many more to go.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a real big moment right there for me. So I can say that, yeah, that was like one of my biggest accomplishments.
Yeah, of course.
That was my biggest.
Okay, so now you know when somebody asks
now
you.
I know. Now I know.
Now
right?
you know.
Like
you feel me? And think about Big Shirley when you answer it, because Big Shirley got it up out you.
I'm gonna tell everybody.
You had to sit there and be like,
hey, it's crazy because
you done did some things.
I've been on a few radio shows and the Channel 7 News, and nobody has really like asked me what was my biggest accomplishment.
Yeah, what's your tops? What's your biggest?
What I've done.
What you done? What you doing? How you do it?
Right.
No,
right.
I want to know what was that moment that made you feel like, fuck, I made it. You know what I'm saying? Like I did it. It's there. So I'm glad I know. That performance with Nip.
Hey, I'm glad I know. I'm glad I know.
I'm glad tell me how is it working with Uncle Snoop? I love that man. I love me some Snoop Dogg. Shout out to Snoop Doggy Dog. How is it working with Snoop?
I worked with Dog like years ago.
Because I know y'all got some couple of cuts.
Before I went to the pen.
Okay.
Dog brought me in at a young age.
Okay.
We had a group called the Nephews.
Okay.
And
because he is Uncle Snoop.
Yes. Yes, I was on the Church Value Mate. I have a song called Hood Night on there.
Okay.
And just unfortunately, I fell victim to the streets while everything was prospering for me, I guess. I mean, I look at it like this. When you ask God for something and then he give it to you, but you still want to do what you want to do, he going to take it from you. And so that was like one of the biggest lessons in my life. So that has humbled me now to, I think about everything I do. I think about the karma that I do. I think about, because I know it can affect you. And it cost me.
Karma a motherfucker.
It cost me 11 and a half years of my life. So, it is what it is. They can take it how they want it, but I know what the real is.
So are you at a mental, like, are you grounded mentally?
All the time.
Okay.
All the time.
Okay.
All the time. And then, like you had asked me earlier to get back to your question, what do I have for the brothers in prison? Nigga, learn something. For real, learn something. It's like you have no excuse not to learn something in prison. And I'm not telling you to dig into the things that make society work, so you can make society work for you when you come home. not you trying to go to work for society, because
Right.
society is not set up for you to go
No.
to work with
And
them.
you spending all that time
They don't want
to
you. They
work for
don't.
somebody else,
Right.
and you running they shit. You running they
Right,
business.
because
You
look,
getting
I,
them rich.
I tell you like this, because you go to prison, you're going to work for pennies,
Huh.
you know?
Okay.
That's why when I went to prison, I didn't work for like 2 years, and I was like not able to come outside. Like I'm like on the weekends, and to go hang with the homies and stuff like that, I had to lock it up or sneak outside on the yard, and because I just refused to be a part of a system. And I was on the level 4 and then the level 3, and a lot of the programs, like, they have trades.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the lifers was with me. So lifers be waiting to get in them trade classes so they can go home. They have to go to the parole
Have
board.
to take some
So
type of.
I can't, I only had 11 years. My cellie had 27. He had been down 27.
Ooh.
So I can't come up and take space, an opportunity for you to go home,
Right.
because my mom didn't told me to learn a trade, but I did learn something while I was there. I learned sign language fluently. I was a
Nice.
high school tutor,
Okay.
because I had graduated from high school. I worked in the education program, which allowed me to be an interpreter for the deaf students when they didn't have an interpreter,
Dope.
like 24. I just applied myself in
Right.
prison besides the bullshit. It's like you can feed.
But the fucked up part is that it took that 11 years for you to be where you are now mentally. You got kids out here that they not putting they not going to that, they not
Right.
even going to jail, excuse me, to get the message. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's just like, I'm glad you're here to so people can really see,
Right.
like it's possible. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? To go through that and still come home mentally sane and be able to do what you want to do,
It's
how
all
you
up
want to
to
do
you.
it.
It's all up to you, and it's all about how you apply your time. You can go in there and waste your time. You can go anywhere and waste your time. A school, an institution. All
Yeah,
these
you
places
gotta apply
are,
yourself.
All these places are set up the same way.
Period.
So you have to take from, whether it's a school, a college, a prison, a camp. You have to take from it bits and pieces that gonna help you in your life and not become where you at.
Period.
And you do the same in the hood.
Yeah.
It's the same structure. It's the
Yeah.
same everywhere. From politics to kingdoms. That's how kingdoms fall, how kingdoms crumble. It said in the Bible. So, the structure is always going to be there. So you're going to get with it, or you're going to fall victim to it.
Now, did you, like growing up, did you have anybody to keep you, like growing up, I had older homegirls that I kicked it with. And I
Right.
have to thank them all the time. If I didn't have them around me to shape and form me into, growing up to know certain things before I got a certain age.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Well, for one, my mama wasn't playing.
okay.
So, my mama and them from Mississippi, and it was my mama, my grandmother, they single parents, so their ass would get beat at school, wherever.
Right.
So
You was getting fucked up.
I had a certain form of already training as
Okay.
a child. That's why I'm not against parents beating their kids' ass.
You
'cause
like they need
they
their
need
ass
their
whooped.
ass whooped. I mean, look at me.
For
I got
real.
my ass whooped.
Shout out to Billy in the background.
Because I still, you can say, well, oh, you still went to prison or whatever, but I still have a basic form of respect
Right.
that got me through prison, that gets me through life.
Right.
And my mama installed that in me. And far
Family.
as,
Family
as
is a
far as
motherfucker.
as far as the streets,
Yeah.
the older homies guided me through the traps and let me know what not to do. And,
Yeah, that was my question.
Ben-
You had older homies to guide you.
Yeah, cause your homeboys was your dad then.
Okay.
Your homeboys was your pops.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I like to point this out too, that like right now they talk about, oh, senseless killings, and we keep putting out these negative reinforcements of us as blacks.
Yeah.
And that's what we shouldn't. We should talk about how it really, the gang violence has been the lowest since it's been ever. And that's due to a lot of gang members being in their kids' lives. Because your daddy wasn't in your life, so a lot of these dudes is in their kids' lives, and their kids is playing sports. So guess what? We
They have
going
to
to play.
practice.
We gotta practice. We gotta
Yeah.
go play these niggas
Yeah.
over here on the other side of Western. We gotta go play these niggas in Long Beach or Pasadena or whatever. And
Yeah.
we gotta act.
You got to put
We gotta
fatherhood
be
first.
mature. We gotta put fatherhood first,
Yeah.
so we can install in our kids not the same bullshit. So guess what that does? That minimizes the bullshit. A lot of them programs was taken away when we was kids.
My boy Billy got a question for you.
Who was your biggest influence while you was incarcerated?
Ooh.
Influence wise, myself, bro.
Okay.
Cause I couldn't lose myself to what was going on around me. It was
Okay.
a lot of shit going on around you. You know,
Yeah.
you got drugs, you got politics, you got gangbang, you got the police. You gotta watch out because in prison you will catch. I got 2 strikes, you know. So in prison you will catch your 3rd strike behind some goofy shit, just like on the streets. So
And it's so easy.
you have to. It's easy,
It's
bro.
so easy.
You can be just, and it can not even be your fault. Just you got to learn how to see 10 steps ahead in order not to fall in some shit that you ain't even had nothing to do with.
Yeah, you do. So how did you begin the Crenshaw by Nature? What was the birth to that?
Keep it 100.
I wanna know.
I came home, so I was opening for 2 Chainz,
Okay.
and at the Globe Theater, and so my homeboy one night, me and my homeboy was like, I got a T-shirt for you.
Okay.
It was like, dope. Showed it to me. I was like, bro, this it. I'm finna blow this up.
Right.
I'm finna take this on me. I'm finna make this a part of me, a part of the journey that I'm finna go on. And I took it from there, you know,
And ran with it.
and ran with it.
And it's glazing.
And it's crazy.
Cause we out here.
We here.
Crenshaw by Nature.
We here.
What's going on?
We
If
here.
y'all don't got one, you better get one.
Fast.
Fast. If y'all
Fast.
don't know where to catch him, you better catch him.
Crenshaw and Slauson.
He right there.
Man, every day. And
All
we
the
ship.
time.
Hey, we ship. I ship all over the world now. I've shipped to Germany.
Ooh.
I shipped to Africa.
Okay.
I haven't shipped. They sent it back from China, you know, because they
Yeah,
was
because
having
all this
problems with
Corona
the-
going on. But you worldwide
You
with
know,
it.
Yeah, they tapping in, and it's funny that bro said, "Oh, is it Crenshaw by Nature or Naughty by Nature?" You know, and they are the originators of the font, the by
Yes.
nature. But if you go on Naughty's by Nature page, I am endorsed by Naughty by Nature. So
Period.
just
That's how it
just
goes.
know that. Just
Yeah,
just know
collabs is
that.
glazing. As
Just
y'all
that
know,
they are endorsed by Champion. They are endorsed by the baseball league, the football league, and they show me
but it's representing
nothing but
it's
love,
representing you.
support.
It's
Exactly.
representing your side. It's representing your district.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So besides the Naughty by Nature, it's Crenshaw by Nature.
Period.
It's Glazer by Nature.
Let's go.
Period. We out here, and I appreciate you for making time for just coming out here and talking to me. You know what I'm saying?
Anytime,
and telling your
anytime.
story. Right now, like what you working on? What's next? What's going on?
Wow. Okay. I'm working on a new, I would say LP.
Okay.
I have a new song coming out. New song coming out with me and Pac-Man called Hop Out with a video.
Okay.
Me and Jay Stone getting ready to do some things. I just did a song with Dom Kennedy.
Shout out to Jay Stone.
Yeah, I just did. Yeah, for sure, my bro. That's my dog.
Shout out to Jay Stone. Now, why? Because Big Shirley loves shout outs. You know, this is a platform to put everybody out there. You don't got no peoples. You want to go on shout out. Shout out to the crunch to the lunch. Because, you know, I'm a show. Take me a puff while you tell us your shout outs.
Right. I want to shout out the whole Crenshaw by Nature staff.
Period.
I want to shout out LP Media TV.
Okay.
Always showing support. Always putting us
Yes,
up there.
yes. That's my bookie.
I want to shout out my brothers at All Money In. I
Period.
want to shout out my homies at just the whole. It's like a list. I want to shout out the whole Crenshaw district because I'll actually be up here a whole nother hour naming people that deserve to be named.
Shit.
And
We.
maybe critical by not naming a few people that I may leave out. I want to, big shout out to Unique.
Period.
The homies doing big things in the community, which is bridging a lot of gaps, regardless of what people may
I'm
say.
going to get some of them to come sit on down with me so we can all, you know what I'm saying? Bring them on down. You know what I'm saying? We can come. We can talk. I want to see them all. I want to hear them all. I want to know everything. Because Big Shirley want to know the Glaze.
Want to know the Glizzy.
Period.
Shizzy.
Shizzy. You know what I'm saying?
And big shout out to my little bro Nip.
Period.
And he's highly missed. You know, he's highly
Very.
loved. I wish he can be here to see the appreciation of the person that he was, and not just from his music, just him as a whole person, as a
Him
whole
just
being,
period.
as his influences that he put upon me, put upon the whole community. And other than that, it's just, you know, the last person that blessed everybody at one time, because he provided a way for me. Last person did that was Jesus. So, you know, hey, it is what it is.
And we always got to show much respect and love to somebody who is making a way for his peoples.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
he making a way right
Because he
now,
made a
he
way.
not even
He's
here.
still making a way. And he opened a lot of eyes and doors
To our community.
to the world. You know what I'm saying? When we lost him, a lot of people woke up and they started doing better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
They
shout out
start-
to Nip.
they
All
start
money
striving
in,
for things.
period. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So, you working with Dom Kennedy?
Yeah, I did a song. Matter of fact, I did a couple of songs with Don. I just did a song with my boy Five Mics at
Okay.
Hustle Music. We have a video out now called "This Is How You Do It," so go check that
Ooh.
out on YouTube.
I will.
You know, we just dropped that, and like I said, you know, check out Tylo Tiny Amp. The albums are out. Just Another Day in the Hood 1 and 2.
Period.
So make sure when you type in 1, you go type in
Go
2.
to the 2
The song
and
was-
make sure y'all watch it through.
man, yes.
Pay attention to the words. Because y'all just listen to the beat. Make sure you hearing some people out. Okay?
You know, because it's a lot. I say a lot. I
Yeah.
say a lot, and it's just not just the bullshit.
Period. No, I don't think nobody should really be on no bullshit right now. You know what I'm saying? Time's too serious to be on bullshit. And if you still wasting time and if you still out here on dumb shit, you need to slap yourself. Right? Tylo? Tell them. Tell them
Well-
to slap theyself.
You know why I'm not gonna say that? Because I'm gonna keep it 100. Everybody comes to in their own timing,
Yeah.
and hopefully for us as a people, it's a sooner than later thing.
Okay.
Because I can say I should have been had my shit together a long time ago.
Right.
You know, so I can't put a time limit
You can't.
on what should be, but all I can do is say, strive to do better, y'all.
Period.
That's what we gotta do. We gotta strive to do better.
And
That's
you
it.
heard him. And that's from Tylo.
Tylo Tiny Amp out the
Period.
Crenshaw district. Neighbors.
Tylo. He gonna put it out there. Y'all heard him. Period.
Man, we gonna
It's
keep
Big
it
Shirley
100.
got the Glaze, y'all. Y'all better like and subscribe. Go to his Instagram. Get a shirt.
Man, holler at us.
Period. Make sure you put hashtag Big Shirley on there because he gonna hit you up and he gonna make sure you get your t-shirt on
No,
time.
no, check this out. If you hit me up,
Okay? Listen,
with-
here
with
it
the
go.
big- if you hit
Ding,
me
ding,
up with
ding.
the Big Shirley tag,
Period.
I'll give you a 10% discount on whatever you get.
Y'all heard
So,
it.
you know, fuck with your boy.
Big Shirley got the Glaze.
She got the plug too.
It sounded like Big Shirley got the Glaze.
She got the
Okay?
plug, man.
So I'm telling y'all just heard what he said. So you must wasn't listening.
You mentioned Big Shirley name. I'll say it again for y'all.
Okay. They listen. Let's
You
listen.
mentioned
Mm-hmm.
Big Shirley name.
Mm-hmm.
You get a 10% discount on anything you buy
Okay.
at Crenshaw By Nature.
Okay. And he ain't only got the t-shirts.
Yeah, we got crop tops, we got biker shorts, we got hoodies, we got sweatsuits, we got shorts, we got the whole, you know.
You
we
got the
hats.
whole combo. You
Man.
feel me? And he right there on Crenshaw and Slauson. You know where it's at.
Right there. And you can come check us out, and we in the Santa Fe Alley
Okay.
downtown.
Oh, okay.
You know, we're in the Santa Fe Alley downtown. We have we inside the store, Cowboys Customs, and come check us out. You know,
Yeah.
just if you don't want to come to Crenshaw and Slauson, I can understand.
You can understand. Make sure you go to CrenshawByNature.com though.
Man, holler at us. Just come
It's
to
a click of a button right there.
Yes, you may.
But you might want to come get your Big Shirley % off.
Right. Right.
If you clicking buttons, you ain't getting the percent off. You can't get the Big Shirley percent off. You got to come to the Slauson Street.
We want to see ya.
Yeah, and you got to say the word Big Shirley.
And look, we gonna take a picture with you, and then we gonna put it on our page.
Period. And that's how you know you got the glaze.
And it's gonna be authentic. Check the tag. That's my new thing for everybody. Check the tag.
Yeah.
Check the tag in your shit.
Check your tag.
Make sure it's authentic.
Make sure it's the real shit. Because you know you got some artificial flavors going on around here in these streets.
Man.
And we don't like artificial flavors. We like shit that tastes delicious and nutritious. You feel what I'm saying? The real glaze. Period. So y'all know what's going on. My boy Tylo, he out here. I thank you so much for coming and sit down with me, making some time.
No, I appreciate you. Anytime
Period.
I can talk to my folks. And,
Yeah, come back.
Man.
You feel me? That's all you got to do is come back.
All right.
Period. You already know. It's Big Shirley got the glaze. Glaze got the clack. We in the front. We not never in the back, y'all. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Get a t-shirt. Get that 10% off. Period.